How are you? How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Today a student from Nigeria asked me to solve his questions and his problems, and now we are dealing all his questions, and we are dealing with quadratic equation. A student recently contacted me and said me to solve all these questions. Quadratic equation. What is quadratic equation? Equation of form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called quadratic equation, and a, b and c are real numbers. Here a, b and c are real numbers. We can put according to our wishes, and we can put here any number we want, but a is not equal to 0. Why a is not equal to 0? If we put a is equal to 0, then equation is not quadratic. Here is equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If we put a is equal to 0, then this becomes 0, and now bx plus c is equal to 0. This equation is not quadratic. This is a linear equation in which variable x highest power is 1. So in quadratic equation we cannot put a is equal to 0. We put a, b, c, any real number, but we cannot put a is equal to 0. If we put a, b and c according to our wishes, then we get different equation every time we put the numbers. We can put any number according to our wishes and we get different equation every time. So quadratic equation is the equation in which power of variable is highest power of variable is 2. So here we can see that highest power of variable is 2. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So here we can see that variable is x whose highest power is 2. We can also say that here highest degree of the variable, degree is also power. Degree is the other name of the power. So we can say that here highest degree is 2. So student also asked me to tell how to solve the quadratic equation and how can we solve the quadratic equation, and how many methods are there to solve a quadratic equation. So I am here to explain all these questions for you. So there are three methods to solve a quadratic equation. We can solve quadratic equation through three methods, and there are three methods: completing square, factorization. Number 1 is completing square, number 2 factorization, number 3 is quadratic formula. So today I shall solve a quadratic equation through quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is a formula which is a method to solve a quadratic equation. Here we need values of a, b and c from the equation, and when we shall solve the question, and then you will get an idea about that. So this is quadratic equation 2x square plus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. We can see that this is the standard, this is in the standard form. What is the standard form of equation? In standard form of quadratic equation, we can see that this is the standard form of quadratic equation, in which we can see that x square term and x term and constant term is on one side and 0 is on the other side. So this is quadratic equation in the standard form, and when 0 is on the right side and all other terms is on the left side, this is the standard form of the quadratic equation. And this standard form we use for solving quadratic equation through quadratic formula, because by comparison we can get the value of a, b and c through any equation using this. Okay, now we can see that here is the equation 2x square plus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. It is in the standard form. So we compare, we have right here an equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and by comparing x square with x square term, x term with x term and constant with constant, we can see that here is x square term and here is also x square term. We can compare them and we get ax square is equal to 2x square, and x square is cancelled on both sides and we get a is equal to 2. And also by comparing x term, 4x is equal to bx. Here we can see that bx is equal to 4x and x is cancelled on both sides and b is equal to 4. So here we have got the value of a, b, and by comparing we can also get the value of c. Okay, now this is the quadratic formula which we use. This is the quadratic formula which we use to find the solution or answers of quadratic equation which satisfy the quadratic equation. If we put the value of them in the quadratic equation, we get left side is equal to right side and equation is satisfied. So x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root divided by 2a. This is the quadratic formula. Here we have the value of a, b and c. So we plug the value of a, b and c in the quadratic formula and we solve this by quadratic formula by mathematics and we get the value of x. Here we can see that I have plugged the value of b, a and c. So minus 4 square and 4 into multiplied by 2. Here the value of a, here is the value of c, and here is the value of a. So after taking square of 4 we can get we can take the square of 4 by multiplying if power is 2, in here we can see that power is 2, so we multiply the 4 2 times and we get 16. 4 4s are 16 and we multiply 4 with 2 and then multiply it with 2. 4 2s are 8 and 8 2s are 16. Here we have 16 and other 16. 16 plus 16 minus 16 is cancelled out and we get 0. Square root of 0 is also 0. So here is 0. Now if we have chance to put 0 plus 0 one time and for other time we can put minus 0, but there is no difference because answer is not changing. We can see that if we put plus 0, then we can see that minus 4 plus 0 over 4 and then we do the cancellation, we get 4 1s are 4, minus 1 is the answer. And if we put minus 0 here, we can see that I have plugged minus 0 for and minus 0 and minus 4 is minus 4 and then we simplify 4 1s are 4 and answer is minus 4. This all things I am doing for the student of Nigeria and South Africa which are demanding me to make lectures in English and they are sending me their books and their helping material and I am requesting them to send all these lectures and to share all these lectures with their students, with their colleagues, with their teachers and with their classmates and all other people who need mathematics quadratic equation topic. And I can also further explain if you want. The quadratic equation is an equation in which highest power of variable is here. We can see that x is a variable and other all are constants. A, B, C are constants. So here is a variable x and the highest power is 2. So all the equations in this form are called quadratic equation. You can also make other equations through this. If we put a is equal to 3, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 2, you get another equation. If we put here a is equal to 3, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 2, here is another equation. And after putting other values of a, b and c, we can get many other equations, quadratic equation, and you can make infinite quadratic equations. So in simply I am giving you the summary of all this lecture and please consult me for more solutions and information. Please subscribe this channel Ppsc Plus and Mathematics and please subscribe and share and follow all our other forums. We have an account and page on Facebook whose name is Ppsc Plus and Mathematics channel, and we are also dealing students on Twitter, Snack Video, Instagram, and we are also dealing on our personal account and our WhatsApp numbers. And on my every video in my every video description you can see my number, my WhatsApp number and my email and all my personal detail, and you can contact me. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.